The Fox and the Grapes. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a clever but sometimes boastful fox. One sunny afternoon, the fox wandered along a forest path, with sunlight streaming through the leaves. He had searched for food all day, but found nothing. His empty stomach growled loudly, leaving him tired and cranky. As he walked, a sweet, delicious smell drifted through the air. His ears perked up, and his eyes lit with excitement. Following the scent, he soon spotted a tall vine by the path. Clusters of ripe purple grapes hung from it, shimmering in the warm sunlight. "Wow, just what I need," the fox exclaimed, his eyes fixed on the juicy grapes. "These grapes must be so sweet and refreshing. They'll definitely fill my stomach and satisfy my hunger." The fox licked his lips, imagining the burst of juicy flavor in his mouth. But then he noticed a problem. The vine was tall, and the grapes were hanging far out of his reach. "Ha ha, that's no big deal," thought the fox. "I'm a great jumper, a clever hunter. This vine won't stop me." He stepped back a little to get a running start, then leaped high into the air. But to his surprise, he missed the grapes completely. They swayed gently in the breeze, as if mocking him. "I just need to try again. This time I'll jump even higher," the fox said to himself. Determined, he crouched low, took a deep breath, and leaped with all his strength. But again he missed, and the grapes remained out of reach. Sweat began to drip down his face. His stomach growled louder than ever. But he refused to give up, driven by his pride. "I can't let a bunch of grapes defeat me." For one last attempt, the fox backed up even farther. He bent his legs, gathered all his strength, and jumped higher than ever before. But he failed again. The grapes were still too high. The fox sat down, panting and exhausted. His body was tired, and his frustration grew. He glanced at the grapes one last time and huffed, "Humph! Those grapes are probably sour and unripe. They'd likely make me sick anyway." Even though he said this, deep down, the fox knew he was just making excuses. But instead of admitting his failure, he held his head high and walked away, acting as if the grapes had never mattered to him. The grapes, glistening in the sunlight, remained on the vine, waiting for someone patient, or perhaps taller, to claim them. And that's all for this story. The story of the fox teaches us that sometimes, when we can't achieve what we want, we try to convince ourselves that it wasn't worth it. But instead of making excuses, it's better to be honest, accept our failure, and work harder to reach our goals next time. Thanks for your listening. Have a nice day.